And see if I'm louder. Oh, shit.
Alright, let me take my position.
Alright. Mic check.
Mic check.
Hate checking, Mike.
1, 2, 2.
Mic drop.
Drop the mic.
Pick it back up.
Dick talk. A penis parade.
On the mic like it's a dick.
Sausage party. Sausage bag.
I like sausages.
Alright, is
Awkward.
that code?
I
I like sausage.
It can be whatever. Hey.
Like, you
And
like
we all have
breakfast
imagination
sausage?
stairs. Do it however you see fit.
Like breakfast sausage?
I won't, I'm not gonna guide the vision. You can make it
We're
whatever.
just gonna say it, throw it out there, and leave it right there.
Just
I
leave it
like
there.
sausages.
Why not?
Open to interpretation.
Exactly.
Alright,
I want
now.
people to be creative and imaginative.
Welcome to the Come As You Are podcast. Come on in. Come as you are and get off mentally. My name is Kylie. I have Taya. And I got Irvin. How y'all doing? How you doing, Taya?
Hey, I'm good. I'm tired,
Uh-huh.
but I'm good.
What about you, Irvin?
I had like my first actual meal in like the last 2 days.
Interesting. What'd you have?
So, nigga food, like some JoJo's, some fried chicken, some Kool-Aid. So I feel like revitalized.
You know what's interesting? When I was in Arizona, they don't call it JoJo's.
I'm sure they call it something like
Potato wedges.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's a little whack.
I mean, I could have easily called it that, but I chose not to because
That's
these
what
are,
KFC calls them.
well, see, no, these are specifically from the corner store. You get them from the corner store, them is JoJo's.
No.
You would get them anywhere else, them is potato wedges. I got JoJo's.
JoJo's. Good.
Yes.
I didn't even eat dinner.
That's
Not what
why
I
you
heard.
tired. That's probably why you tired.
No, I'm tired because I didn't sleep very much, so that's why I'm tired. But that's cool,
Gotta have a healthy balance.
right?
Meal.
Sleep and food
Sleep and food, yeah.
and water.
But you didn't do well with any of those.
I didn't.
No. Okay.
But you had that gum, though.
Again.
Hey, the gum is a necessity.
Is it though?
Gum is life.
Gum is life. Alright.
It could be.
It could be. Maybe. You could swallow it, maybe.
All right, moving on.
Alright. So I got something I want to discuss. What's happening in the world around us.
Okay.
So the unfortunate story about Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was found at a brothel in Las Vegas, unconscious. And apparently he had cocaine in the system and about 10 herbal sexual performance.
The things that they sell at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It'd be like natural.
It's like natural Viagra or like natural.
Got something to do with enzymes or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Them things
It's
that
like
they have.
extend.
And he had herbal extends.
Herbal extends.
He did a line because he felt self-conscious and then he got the herbal.
Oh, that's just terrible.
It's only unfortunate if he dies. But it could be very fortunate if he lives. It will be. Because this could be the rock bottom he needs to climb back out of to get back to normal functioning. This was a married man, 2-time champion, 6th man of the year.
Father.
Like, all of that.
Yeah,
So,
he has 2 kids,
Yeah,
right?
he's
I'm
a
saying,
father.
like, he can get back to that, but sometimes you gotta hit that low. The lowest of the low.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's definitely the lowest of the low.
Very true.
And he has it's like in his family though, right? Like his dad was addicted to drugs or is addicted to drugs, and so it's like something that he made. I guess he wasn't that close to his dad, but it's something that like it seems to be generational for him in his situation.
I'm usually sensitive or like apathetic to like family things like that. Like, oh, does it run like diabetes runs in my family or something, But I feel like addiction, I kind of poo-poo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, my daddy and my granddaddy, they were gamblers, so I'm prone to become a gambler.
It's like a pathology. It's not like it's not in your genetics to be a gambler or to be an addict, but you see behaviors.
It's like
yeah,
it's mental.
Yeah,
I get that. I do.
You're saying it's not an excuse.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much.
And I get that as
Pretty
well.
much.
I get, yeah, I definitely get that.
But some people don't
see
deal with the issues that they have.
And that's the issue.
Right. A lot of people don't.
A lot of the time for those things, the issue's not that you have a problem. The issue's that you're afraid to confront the problem and you're basically your daddy's a bitch, your grandpa's a bitch, you're a bitch. Basically. When it comes to that.
I mean,
when it comes to being able to just step up to the plate and be like, okay, this is an issue, so let me not.
Yeah, for a lot of people, it's worth it. Like, in every single situation,
but it's only
worth
shit
it
like
to
that.
face it. But a lot of people just choose not to.
Because
it's easier to just medicate yourself or easier to just run away from it.
But I'm saying, like, people talk about, like, only the negative shit. Like, oh, gambling problems, drinking, some sort of addiction.
All kinds of things.
It's like, I could easily just say procrastination runs in my family.
Because
shit. But you don't hear people say that. People, oh man, drinking a lot of orange juice runs in my family. Like, you don't hear shit like that. But maybe that's true too, right? No, it doesn't matter. So why does it matter? Because you decided not to, like...
Because the negative always outweighs any positive. Like, it has much more weight.
Yeah. It affects... It's a greater effect on you and everyone around you.
See, I didn't know Lamar Odom for basketball or anything.
Are you serious?
I'm not a basketball fan.
That's interesting.
I know basketball to a certain extent. I know a few names out there.
Who you know?
Teams. Wait, hold on. Who you know?
Nah, see, look,
who you know?
Pop quiz. I know a few. Okay?
Who though?
I watched the finals with you.
Who just do you name some people?
I don't look. Okay.
If you can't name one person,
I can name people.
I mean, we have to drag it out.
I just need one person.
I need like 5.
Preferably like 10. But
I don't need to prove anything to any of
just
you.
One though. Like
I can say easy ones.
Then say it.
That's not necessarily like everybody knows who they are. Like,
everybody? Do you?
Kobe Bryant and like the LeBron Jameses. Like, everybody knows.
Finally,
Dwayne Wade. Like, I know a lot of people.
Okay, let me find out.
But I'm just saying, I knew him from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's really how I knew him.
And he don't like how he was portrayed.
Don't nobody
show.
like
him.
Hey,
but I grew to like him from that show. Like, their relationship that they had with one another. That's all that I really cared about on there. Like, they were a dope little couple. I really messed with them. Like, they unconditionally loved each other. You could see it.
So, do you have a problem with them, like, saying reality star as opposed to, like, NBA basketball player?
Yeah, he has more accolades, right? Like, in basketball, like you just said.
I think that is a good...
What do you mean more accolades? It's not even a comparison.
Okay, what I'm saying is he is known in all of what he has done has been in basketball. And
he just so happened to be... Like, if Flavor Flav dies... To knock on some wood, but I probably won't.
Right.
Like, you know, you don't want to knock while you're recording. I'll knock later if I remember.
I got you.
If he's that important to me, I'll remember, and I'll knock on the wood. But
people are not going to remember him for...
Are they going to say Flavor of Love? That's what they're going to say? They're going to throw him out there for Flavor of Love? They're not going to mention at all any Public Enemy shit?
I think that's actually...
What about the
possibly.
game? If the game passes away now... Oh. Are they going to just say he's currently recording some bullshit? Or are they going to just say... But are they going to mention he's a rapper?
So that just speaks to, like, that whole level of, like, what did they call the Kardashians? Like, the first family or whatever? Like, the amount of attention and the amount of, like, eyes that are on that family. Like, that kind of speaks to that, where it's like because you were now on this show, this is what people know you for, not like for what you actually have done.
I'm okay with them mentioning that he was on it, but to not mention his actual career is an issue. He was like a top 5 pick when he was drafted. Like, it wasn't like some random guy that had he's not Jeremy Lin out there. If you know who that is.
I do.
Okay, you didn't say his name earlier.
Insanity or whatever was going on.
Whatever was. I'm just saying, he's not like one of those, like, you know, one of those kind of random kind of dudes that just had a couple good years.
Right.
This dude was balling. Like, he won some chips.
Yeah.
You know, he was like highly sought after. He had the Lakers rolling. When he was hurt and he was on the bench, the Lakers were losing. He came back healthy and they plugged him in. It was a wrap.
He's 6'10", apparently people who are 16 can't fit in a helicopter because they tried to airlift him to the hospital, but he was too.
He was probably spending too much.
Too tall.
I wonder how,
because they're holding like the little stretcher thing, and he's on it, and he's like strapped in, and it's just spinning. They're like,
"Oh my god,
he gonna fuck around, and get vertigo."
Oh my goodness.
That's not how that works. That's like an airlift from like water or something.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's talking about.
Whatever.
If you're on the ground, they're not gonna like attach you to suspend you in the air.
Well, why are you airlifting him anyway if he's
because
on the ground?
It's faster to get there. Like if it's an emergency situation.
It's faster to get there, but like
Harborview, they do it. Airlift you there. Those extra minutes count.
Yeah,
those extra minutes.
But I'm saying, but how? If it's not like I'm gonna hold you up on the stretcher thing, how is the airlift? How does that work?
They put him inside of the helicopter.
The helicopter comes, it lands, you get in, and they fly your ass to the hospital. So remember Fast and the Furious 1?
Hell no.
Okay, never mind.
I only know Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
I don't retain any of the information on
right.
Those are things that's just background noise. Like I don't really watch it. There's a storyline in Fast and Furious?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
What was the last one that came out? The 7th one,
I don't
right?
count Tokyo Drift though, but
That's the only one I know, and it's my favorite.
It's the 7th one is on DVD now.
Okay. So you don't count Tokyo Drift because the main characters aren't in it, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
It was just an extra story.
I don't know.
It was like Lion King 1.5.
Yeah,
it was like Fast and Furious.
I never even saw it. And then I couldn't do it with Bow Wow.
I have it on DVD.
And Bow Wow was pretty good in that movie.
Was he?
I like Bow Wow acting.
I like Paul Walker more than I say that I do.
I love Paul Walker.
See, I feel like no, I'll never say that ever.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
I know.
He can rest neutrally to me.
Oh my!
Like everybody else, I didn't say rest in peace to everybody. I don't know you, white man.
But what I'm saying,
whoa,
it's true. It's like I'm not gonna.
You said it like
if I say rest in peace,
I don't say it about everybody.
If I say rest in peace, grandma, I don't want my Paul Walker next to my grandma. I don't hold him in the same regard.
I don't think. I mean, if that's how you view it,
to me, in my heart, he can rest neutrally as fuck.
Okay.
But listen to the hostility though.
I don't understand.
You like the language, all of it, your mannerisms. It all was like F that dude.
It's not F that dude. Like he died. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
The driver of the other, I don't even know his name. Who knows that guy's name? But he died too, and they both can rest neutrally.
See, what I was gonna talk about is not upbeat either. I feel like, man, I don't know if I want to continue down this path.
Like the local news,
right?
We just
the local news is terrible.
Wish Lamar Odom full recovery.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, all the way recovery too. Like,
right?
Yeah. I mean, like when you get back,
all the way together.
like you get your body right, get your mind right, get your head right, get your relationship.
The mind right
Absolutely.
is the
and you can live neutrally.
Right.
Hey, live neutrally in that regard.
That's what I'm saying.
There
Get
you
back
go.
to that.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. What you got, Talia?
I don't even want to talk about mine now because it's just like more bad news. I mean, it's bad news, but because we don't know these people either. But there apparently was a teenager that was pretty much beaten to death, like in a church in New York.
What?
Have you ever heard of the Word of Life Church?
Have I ever heard of this story you're telling me?
No, me either.
It's in Chadwick, New York. And these two boys who are brothers, actually, one was 19, that's the one who died, and his brother who was 17, they were in a counseling session. And all of the articles I read, it was like, quotes, counseling session.
Like the teen mom chick who had to go, to get help?
Oh, right.
She wants to have snorting that stuff.
They were in a counseling session, and amongst the people there were their mom, their dad, and their half sister. And while they were there, they were beaten because they were trying to get them to confess their sins and their wrongdoings.
So it's like, you took the cookies, just say it. Say it, Billy. And it's just like,
beat it out of you.
But they beat them. They had blunt trauma, like
blunt force trauma.
Blunt force trauma, both of them.
What? And
apparently, some of the members there was 3 other members of the church that were also there, like with them. They took him because they were he was unresponsive. The one that died, He was unresponsive. They took him to the hospital and apparently told them that he had a gunshot wound or something. Like,
so they was trying to cover it up.
They're trying to cover it up, but there's clearly no gunshot.
I know. I was like, did you shoot him at least?
What religion is this?
They claim to be Christian.
Oh, come on, you know that's Christian.
But
I'm just
that's
they
Christian.
claim to be just a regular Christian church, but apparently
they need to stop claiming that shit. That's what the problem is with the Christian religion, is that everybody cries Christian when they do some stupid ass shit like this.
But apparently this church was kind of weird. Like, they only had 35 members. They kept their doors locked. Like, the neighbors were always real curious and suspicious about, like...
35 members is actually, like, a decent amount of members.
Well, that's true, but it was just all of the things that they had going on. Like, the neighbors... Their relationship with the neighbors, and they're like being secretive about what they do.
It's like a Lifetime movie.
It's crazy. And so I was like, do they have a website? Like,
I
don't know anything about this church. I tried to Google the church. Right?
I wish I was 17 and saw my 19-year-old brother, and we're teaming up.
Well, maybe that's why they both got beat up.
No.
The brother.
No, you're not beating me up.
Right.
That's not happening. It's not even... If it's me and my brother and you're just going to beat us up, I feel like you're jumping us out the family, so we're fighting back.
So there were 6 people all together.
You get jumped out of a gang or something?
They got jumped out the family and the Christianity, apparently. At the counseling session.
What?
They're all being held, I think it's like $50,000 bond for like each person involved. But they're all under arrest. 6 different people from the church. The other brother, the younger brother, is in like critical condition.
Oh my god!
He has blunt.
So he could die too.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So all this shit is exactly like why people are still yelling Black Lives Matter, because this is exactly what happens with the police and black people.
Well, they're Christians, but they're white people.
Well, they're police, but they're like white people, and they're just like, your nigger life doesn't mean shit, and we can, invoke our blunt force trauma when we please, and you will be unresponsive, and we will be okay. We don't paperwork.
Yeah, it's just
an unfortunate story.
It really is.
It's weird.
Would you tell me that story?
I said I didn't. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah.
I hope he gets better.
Yeah. Let's
hope
that
it's gotta get better, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, what's going on in the world?
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
And then what do you go back to though if you do get better? Like both your parents are in jail for trying to like get you to confess your sins to
you go to a better life.
Yeah.
You get your first white bitch.
Oh.
That's kind of how that works, right?
They're white. They probably are.
Well, you think he already got white bitches?
He probably got white bitches.
He grew up around white girls.
He got an Asian fetish.
What?
How did you just create this story? You just created this. You didn't. 5 minutes ago, you didn't even know who this person was.
What I'm saying is, if you get your ass beat by your family and you just sit there and like take turns getting your ass beat, pretty sure you probably never seen a vagina.
But maybe they were like brainwashed or something because they said it's a culty kind of situation.
If you're gonna get brainwashed,
then,
look, you can't brainwash me today because I'm very strong minded. You could never brainwash me at any moment of my life because I've always been very strong-minded.
But it depends on how you were. I get
because I never gave.
First of all, you're just different in general. Like you are not like all other people. You have some kind of like different way that
it's called like I give a fuck about myself and my safety and my living on this planet. And if you my brother, sister, brother, whoever, and you don't have my best interest, then maybe I ain't gonna be around, or I don't need that. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't need validation from anybody.
Right. A lot of people hold on to their family even through the BS. They hold on to
my mom.
Right.
She put goldfish crackers in a little sandwich bag and put it in a brown paper bag for me to take to school. That's my mom. And I'm like, that's my enemy. You swung on me.
Mm. Most people are forgiving of their family.
I'm forgiving too, but you ain't about to just swing on me and continue to swing on me.
Yeah.
Eyes closed, just swinging. That ain't happening. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
They shouldn't have their eyes closed swinging, and then it's a problem for you. Like
that's an issue.
You going to church? You going to Fight Club? What the fuck, man?
Right.
Yeah.
You better at least have one body on you if they gonna put hands on you like that.
People.
How we stuck on this though?
Because it's crazy. Okay.
Irvin, you have something
more uplifting, maybe?
Maybe.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm down to hear it.
Me too.
Okay, so a deaf guy had a hit and run incident.
It's not more uplifting. It's just
Hey, it is more uplifting because Fetty Wap had one eye. This guy just has trouble hearing. And he plays for the Seahawks. And this one you can't blame on Sierra's curse.
Hey, but maybe you could, like, group it all together. Like, the Seahawks, look, like, the state of the Seahawks team, if you want to claim the curse of Sierra.
See, no.
By association.
No, it's only Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She's not Drake.
Okay.
She doesn't affect the whole team. She only affects the one person.
She don't got that power.
Who she's allegedly busting their clothes for.
Oh, okay.
Busting their clothes?
Busting their clothes.
So, you know, the fullback for the Seattle Seahawks, the blocker for Marshawn Lynch, if you will, Derek Coleman.
Right.
Mr. Flee the Scene. Hit and run. He could have been asleep at the wheel, is what they're saying. And he had no shoes on either when the police found him.
He didn't have on shoes.
He had no shoes on when the police found him. And the accident was entirely his fault.
The defense attorney said something like...
What?
Maybe he was concussed. That's
why
he concussed from what?
That's why he left the scene. Like, left the scene.
He had amnesia. Like
that's how they found him down the street, you know?
He had amnesia. He forgot he was a law-abiding citizen and decided he was going to start this life of crime. Starting with a hit and run.
Maybe he had a change of heart.
How far away was he from the scene?
I think it was like 2-3 blocks away. Like, he didn't even really flee the scene. He tried to do like the chick on Quantico. You seen that yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
But he called the police, right?
Okay. No, he ain't called no police.
I thought they said he turned himself in.
They talked to him, and then at first they didn't want him to try to act dumb. This is where it gets a little dicey because they didn't want him to act dumb, so they got new batteries for his hearing aids. Like, nigga, you gonna hear what the fuck we talking about? Like, we don't want you to be like, I can't hear because I'm legally deaf. And so they made sure he could hear, and he was just like, yeah, this what happened. And he told he cooperated, but they still ain't even get to him yet, so he's still sitting in jail right now, suspended from the Seahawks, can't even play.
Wait, so they found him walking, they found him at a coffee shop,
apparently just standing there with no shoes on. Like,
okay.
Maybe he really would, like, it sounds like...
He better plead the hell out of that. He threw his shoes in the
lost
ocean
his shoes.
on purpose. Like, y'all niggas, I need an excuse. Let me just throw my shoes away.
Oh, no.
And they'll think I'm crazy. I can probably get back out there.
Or they'll think he's concussed.
The concussion don't make you take your shoes off.
It might. In the moment, he forgot who he was, what he was doing. And he was like, take my shoes off.
I have been concussed. That is amnesia. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. Concussion is more of like a sensitivity to like sounds and like.
Are you sure?
You ain't. I mean, like you might. It's like you're just not aware, as opposed to you forgot.
Could concussions affect different people differently?
Yes.
It affects your ability to think.
Right. So if it affects your
thinking.
ability to think, then that could very well be the reason why
you forgot to keep your
shoes
off.
He took his shoes off.
I don't know that he took his shoes off. For all we know, he had flip-flops, and then when he like he was wearing the Tau 5s, and then the car flipped over.
The Tau 5s?
Yeah.
No.
They ain't out yet?
You're funny.
So he was wearing the flip-flop shoes, the Tau 5s, and they came off when he was, riding. He was in Bellevue, like the facility's all over there.
And it's flip-flop weather.
Okay, you in this bullshit.
Remember that?
It's not flip-flop.
It's flip-flop weather.
It's not flip-flop.
I'm a convert.
Go walk
to
outside
the flip-flops in the fall kind of situation.
Okay.
So I'm with him. What's his name? Derek Coleman.
The whole point is, we don't even know if that's what he was wearing. All we know is, we do know he wasn't wearing anything. Honestly, when they found him, and he's like, if he's dumb, he's up here like, I had no alcohol. I'm lying. DUI. Yep. DUI. I need an out. I need an out. I didn't hear the light change.
What?
I'm lying. Something's coming out.
I couldn't hear the light.
Cause you're not about to just find me, and you're gonna look crazy. How you gonna look crazy? Y'all got Lamar Odom out here looking crazy, and your ass gonna look crazy too. What the hell's wrong with you? That's why black people can't have shit, man.
He probably realized, I have to, that's why he didn't continue. He's like, I realize I can't just
Duracell is gonna fire me.
So did anyone get hurt in this accident?
Right, that's what
I'm sure his endorsements got hurt.
But was
the person he hit
someone, right?
He ain't Caitlyn Jenner.
He
ain't killing nobody. He ain't Brandy or nothing.
Well, we don't know.
That's just terrible.
I know.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I mean, the car got pushed up. One car went upside down.
One of them flipped over, right?
Yeah, the other one flipped on the side.
So he hit another car, not a person.
He hit another car with a person in it.
All right.
And that car flipped over.
Well, damn.
And some, Good Samaritan people just pulled both of them out, so everybody was okay.
Well,
but I'm saying, like, this can really affect this man's life. He probably get free batteries for life because he got that Duracell commercial. He got Super Bowl ring. How's he gonna listen to the world?
I think it's crazy. I need you to stop.
It's crazy. If they take away his batteries, what's he supposed to do?
It's crazy how, like, your whole life could just change by this one decision that you made. Like,
if he would have just, like, stayed his ass right there and kept his shoes on his feet.
Right, he would have been in a whole different situation.
And he probably wouldn't have been suspended from the team.
Because it just looked like he wasn't doing right.
Why you missed your
it looked like he wasn't doing right.
At least he wasn't. They didn't find him back at his apartment. Like,
he was hiding out.
Well, yeah, hiding out
in his apartment.
I'm trying to.
That's like the best idea though.
Well,
just go home and then, like, when they break down the door, be like, I didn't hear you knocking.
Nah, I wasn't over there during this time.
Yep. I read another horrible article that I'm not going to talk about.
Then why you bringing it up?
Because I thought about the man was hiding in plain sight. Like, he was at his house for like 15 years, and they never they suspected him, but they never arrested.
They just thought it was a squatter. Neighbors thought it was a squatter. They didn't even know it was him.
Anyway.
Interesting. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna move on to I call BS. You know, I got something on my heart I want to call BS on.
Okay.
And I want to call BS on T.I.
Oh man, what about T.I.? I ain't heard him. He ain't been in the news.
I was kind of cool with him for a while because he said he ain't fucking with what's her face? Igloo Australia, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Igloo.
So what is he doing while he's in the news? I want to know.
Okay, so he said basically, okay, this is according to CNN News. He was in a radio interview. He said, just because every other position that exists, I think a woman could do well. But the president is kind of like, I just know that women make rash decisions emotionally.
He was joking, right?
No.
He was dead serious. He had his glasses on and everything when he said it, I'm sure.
He said, T.I. also suggested that women are not consistent enough in their decision-making skills.
Wait. A black man.
To lead America.
A black man. As a black man, I can say this.
Okay.
There is not a black man in the world that should speak on consistency. like, let's just not do that. Like, that's why niggas flex, because you can only flex if you're not used to doing that. Like, if you don't, like, niggas, like, they want to show out and ball out, it's because you typically do that. Like, in a typical, if it's any other race of people, oh, wow, you're playing very well today. Black people was like, I have to let you remember that I played well this day so that you only remember this one time I played well. So you think I'm good. But consistency, though?
Yeah.
Consistency.
So he also said...
Blasphemy.
Yeah, he said he believes a make-believe creature could get to the White House before a woman.
No, he didn't.
That's what he said.
Did he like name a make-believe
like
creature?
the Loch Ness Monster. That's what he said. He believes the Loch Ness Monster could get to office before a fucking woman.
You know, I gotta say, I gotta. That's a Raven statement in
it
all
is.
the way through. Because first and foremost, you have to be an American citizen, and everybody knows the Loch Ness Monster is like, where is it? That's like in Scotland. Ireland, somewhere over there, right? Like,
so he picked the wrong creature.
You picked the wrong. You just said Bigfoot or some shit that we have here. What else do we have? What else do we have here? We have any other weird mythological kind of a?
I don't know, but that really is some bullshit.
Right, and I call BS. And he's a father. He has daughters.
You have two daughters.
You're basically telling your daughters that don't even think about being a president. Don't even try to.
There are limitations to what you can achieve, is what you told her. Your daughters.
Baby,
directly.
nah, hell no. You can't.
You just go ahead. You ain't never gonna make rational decisions.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, you don't have it in you to be emotionally stable and do the things that it would take to become a president.
That's ridiculous.
He probably just ran out of cookies and he was a little grumpy.
Fuck no.
He ran out of cookies. He seen Tiny and she looked like one of them Keebler elves.
Oh my god.
And he was like, damn, I got no cookies. Fuck woman. It was just all bad.
But where would he be without her though? Like, she's
pretty consistent, huh?
She's consistent. She rides for him. She be right there with him. So yeah, he's ridiculous. I can't believe he said that.
Right.
Like, I really rocked with him.
So you don't
like
you
you
said
remember
I
was a cool.
I was always on the fence about him a little bit.
Why is that?
I think once I started seeing him like with his kids and like be consistent, I felt like, see him in this particular light that was consistent, although you were using that platform to make it seem that way as well, right? You had a lot of he had legal troubles going on.
Yeah.
So this provided him with an outlet to show people that he could be something different.
Right.
But now, nigga, you're showing yourself in your interviews like,
I started to fall off that train when he decided to sign some of the individuals that he signed. And once he signed Iggy, I thought I was pretty much done with T.I.
He's the BET. We watched the his performance on the hip hop BET Awards or whatever.
I wasn't paying attention.
It was just
that Redman cipher though.
Sit down.
The Redman with the braids.
He had a good cipher.
He killed it.
Oh, what?
With the braids too.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, no. T.I. came out there like he was a 16-year-old. He was out there dancing.
T.I. is almost, what, 50?
Yeah, he's doing too much. He needs to just... He needs to age grace. I mean, he needs to...
He looks youthful and all that,
Right, and he feels like he can be that forever.
But you are not.
You need to grow up.
Your
ideas need to grow up.
Right.
You gotta do one of those, white guy moves. They put their hand on your shoulder and be like, Cliff, we need to talk.
Right.
Clifford, you've been out here.
Clifford Harris.
Come on now.
Look here.
Running off at the mouth for a while now.
And I wonder if anybody told him after he left, dog, your manager, they're probably all misogynistic and just nobody caught it. Nobody was like, oh, he wasn't out of line.
Unbelievably sexist comment.
Yeah.
If I were close to him and he pissed me off or tried to embarrass me in front of everybody, I'd just leave a gun at his house.
Yeah.
Right. Just set him up. Hey, brother, I need you to touch this real quick.
I just leave it right there. And I put it up. He's short, too. I just put it up somewhere high, on top of the fridge.
Find it.
Just put it on top of the
Shave
fridge.
off the serial number. Save the serial number off. Look.
Why you got a gun next to your 100 grams?
Right.
What you know about that?
Somebody's gonna make an anonymous tip. And
you know what it is.
Yeah.
So, someone interviewed Oprah as she was coming out of a building, and they told her that T.I. said that, and Oprah's response was, honey child, hush your mouth.
Honey child, hush your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
She's right.
I love her.
She was like, what? Nobody said that. And
right.
She was like, wow. She was like, honey child, hush your mouth.
He's the Loch Ness Monster. That didn't happen.
Get out of here.
Dog.
He's like Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster.
And then he released an apology on Twitter.
But
it's like you have to.
You can stuff your sorrows in a sack.
Exactly. I'm tired of everyone's public apologies. If that's who you are, just be who you are.
Exactly.
Right.
Confederate flag in your lawn, keep it out there. I need to know that you're here and be warned about you. I don't need you to try to hide it or I don't need you to. Wow.
What?
It distracted me. I'm sorry, guys.
You're just going off on this rant.
For real. I just need you to be who you are and just let me know. If you're willing to learn and grow for real, then okay, do that. But I don't need to hear your sorries. I'm good.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. So I really call bullshit on T.I.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I got a few things I want to call BS on, but first and foremost, I would love to call BS on the Legion of Boom. All I'm saying is, what the hell has happened over the course of the past several games? This season and going into last season, the Super Bowl game, ever since that Super Bowl, up by 10 in the fourth quarter, and then you just gonna give Tom Brady the game. Mm-hmm. And then that's what it's been like every game so far, except for the home games this year. Just give it away, just up. We were destroying the Bengals. It wasn't we were winning. They had no hope of coming back.
That was a good lead. That was a good lead.
Granted, and you can try to look at it and be like, well, you lost to the Rams. That's a divisional opponent. They always play tough every year. You usually split that 1-1. You lost to the Packers. The Packers are undefeated right now. You lost to the Bengals. The Bengals are undefeated right now. So you're not losing to scrubs. However, you are losing, and you had leads in all of those games. So what made Seattle great was they had a historic, not just defense, but the secondary in particular. You're not going to pass on us. So because the secondary could lock down, the front seven could be out there just destroying the run game. So you put up great-ass numbers, number one scoring defense, number one pass defense, number one rush defense for the entire year, go to the Super Bowl, and you win the Super Bowl, you come back the next year, and you lose the Super Bowls, but you're still a good team. Apparently not. Like, forget the whole Cam Chancellor holding out and all that bullshit. But I call BS on the Seahawks secondary. I call BS on this game that Cam Chancellor just put out there and gave up 2 scores against some second-tier tight end that nobody's going to fucking remember next year. Call BS on that. That's my sports rant. It's just been heavy on my heart. And I'm really upset that I can't call BS on Sierra.
Oh my god, okay.
I'm just glad that you got that off your chest.
Yeah, no, because I feel that BS because that was a game.
BS.
It was BS. They shouldn't have lost. Period.
Yeah.
What about you, Tyre?
I have 2, and they're kind of small, but one was definitely on my heart earlier today. I'm gonna call BS on the downtown City Target
in Seattle.
In Seattle,
the one I used to work at.
Okay, what happened? Because
in order for you to park for free in their establishment, you have to spend at least $20.
What?
When you go, to the City Target.
I'm not making this up.
And it's like, I get it because you're downtown, right? People want to park for free anywhere in downtown that you can find a spot to park.
Your covered garage.
Right. And people will utilize and abuse a garage that you can park in for free. So I get that.
I'm just saying I would, yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Target and go get these things. I went to go get like laundry detergent and like things that are always at Targets, not random, but things that I needed. So I went to Target and I got up there, and apparently because of the location of the City Target, it looked like they only make laundry detergent in a size that's like easy to carry on the bus or something.
Were the shelves full?
The shelves were full. There was no holes on the shelf.
Here's what I can tell you from working in a stocking position overnight.
Okay.
Most of the people that work that job at that time of night are fucking stupid. And I literally, they say equal opportunity. It's not like a male-female thing. It's like you're fucking stupid. And
damn.
We need stupid
people. It's equal
people.
opportunity to be stupid.
You just dumb shit. So it's like, it'll tell you, this thing is 32 ounces. And then if one person puts one, like somebody that was shopping there earlier put something wrong there, they don't read the label. They just say, oh, well, put them all here. So they could have easily just decided, we're only putting the small ones out because it says Tide, so we're just going to put Tide
That's ridiculous. There is like the equivalent of 3 aisles worth of laundry detergent, all in the one size that says like 42 loads. So not one bigger.
Mistakes have been made, and I don't want to put my old job on blast, but people be so damn dumb, it will amaze you.
So now I'm like, I came down here to get this, and I'm not going to get this. But in order for me to not have to pay to park, I still have to spend $20 so that I don't waste $8 on parking.
Okay.
So that was my dilemma. Like, now I got to go through the store, find $20 worth of something that I could just purchase and return at another Target, inconvenience myself. Or I could pay $8 to park when I've only been in the store for like 5 minutes.
You could have got a small bottle with some Pokemon cards and been straight.
I definitely don't need Pokemon cards. So, BS on Target and City Target downtown and their parking situation.
Okay.
Because it definitely frustrated me.
I feel that. I
guess now you have to like call ahead and ask, like, do you have this so that I don't waste my time coming down here?
I can tell you why it's not going to work.
Why?
Because they're going to go over there, see the same thing you saw and say no. And there's going to be 300 sitting in the back. I'm just keeping it 100 with you.
So maybe I just don't need to go down there. I thought it's convenient because I don't have to go. I mean, it was actually a stupid idea to go down there when I went down there anyways because people are getting off work. It took forever for me to go to get to downtown. And by the time that I decided, like, I should probably have not chose this, I was already close enough to feel like I'm not going to make a different decision right now.
I'm surprised you went down there because you don't like driving downtown.
Well, since I have in the recent years been more comfortable with it based on the last few jobs that I've had where I was forced to drive downtown. So now I'm comfortable with it, but that made me very, very upset.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I left there, I almost left that job in shambles. Like, you don't want to take home, like, work with you, and you don't necessarily want to bring home to work. But I was at a point at that job where I was just like, you don't even gotta fire me. I'ma just go. And it was mainly because of shit like that.
Right.
It was mainly because of shit like that. It's like
people that need to be detail oriented, that need to care at least a little bit about their job.
Well, there was, and even
if you hate it here,
you can be stupid, but you don't gotta be dumb.
Right.
That's really the whole thing. Like, you come in stupid, you can learn.
There's a difference.
So. Like, there was no true leadership there. All the leads were, like, low-key, like, getting the fuck out of there and not telling nobody. They all knew. They like, shit, I'm about to roll.
They're like, stupid is on his way. Like,
So when I left, it was all new people in charge and pretty much all new people working. And all the people, like, that had been there, because I started working there before it opened. Like, I put some of the first stuff on the shelves, like, ever.
Yeah.
So I know how to do that job very well. So... And we had very hands-on training because the store wasn't open. So there wasn't no way to deal with, like, anything else. It was empty as hell. You ever seen an empty Target before? Probably not. I have. I used to work at an empty Target. So... It's crazy to see just some of the dumb shit people do. Like, there was literally a dude, he had, like, a box of Hot Pockets. And he was going to put them with the grapes. Like, does that even make sense at all? It's not even a funny joke. You're just dumb. Like, what are you doing?
Maybe there's a correlation.
That's a good-ass snack, sure, but that's not how you do that.
That's a good-ass snack.
I'm going to put these frozen-ass Hot Pockets next to these, like old-ass grapes. That should have been taken off the shelf anyway.
Wow.
Should I let slide because I said that's not my job? Like,
right.
Like, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I'm not even supposed to be out here. I'm going to the back.
It ain't coming back on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the other thing that I wanted to call BS on, and I was just kind of surfing the web, guys.
Okay.
And I came across there's these Levi jeans that have like the bandana sewn in the pocket. It's like a red flag.
Do they really?
Sewn in the pocket, in the back pocket.
Where they do that at?
They do that at Levi's, apparently.
What the fuck?
They got the red flag sewn in the back pocket.
They got a blue one?
I didn't see the blue one.
You did hear about the logo thing they were talking about with Levi's, right?
Wow.
Like, it was like it's two horses and they're like pulling apart a black person.
Oh, never heard of that.
Me either.
But anyways,
and Tim's too, they said Timberland's like, it's the treat of it. It's the lynch niggas.
Oh my
God. I heard that one.
I'm sure that it's true, but
I hope it's not. Honestly, Tim's are still fly as fuck.
Look, there's a lot of stuff. People mess with Nikes. People mess with a lot of things that don't they don't mess.
I've been wondering all day, like, who decided Michael Jordan shoes? That's just the shit. Why is that the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, where was the nigga committee at that just got together, just like, alright, niggas, what do we agree on today?
They're like, he was the greatest.
I guess.
That's disputable, too.
Hey, I can't have that conversation with you, because I don't know nothing about it. But, so I'm not even calling BS on the fact that they got these flags sewn in the back of his pockets.
I feel that.
I'm calling BS on the fact that if you wanted to buy one of those flags individually on Levi's website, it costs $14. So you could go down to your local beauty supply store and go right to where all the flags and scarves are and get one for like $3, $2.
Go to Union Market or go to Parnell's.
Exactly.
Or
Western, any local beauty supply store, corner store, and get one that's not $14. They got the whole swag though. They got the beanies to match the flag, to match the jeans.
Oh yeah.
They have all of it.
Wow.
Maybe wait. I don't know if it's necessarily because it sounds like they're like promoting gang violence, but I really think they're just appropriating gang culture.
Well, what they said was something like the bandanas are like a staple of it's like a staple of like I guess like cowboy. You think about cowboys and like horses and bandanas tied around your neck. They say tie it around your neck and wear it as like a tie.
Wear it like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, wear it around your neck. Yeah, so they were like, it's a staple in this particular like segment of society and culture.
Oh man,
you need this. A hardworking man wears Levi's and also has like a band. That's what they're trying to tell me. BS on that too.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't handle this shit.
That's funny.
Let's see. I have this statement. It says, once a Western necessity from years past, this classic bandana can add an uncharted edge worn as a headscarf, a tie, or a handkerchief. It says the option to accessorize are endless.
What?
$14.
Dog.
And then they had it was like a three pack accessory, men's accessories, and it was a white flag, a blue flag, and a red flag. So you could buy it in a 3-pack if you want all three colors.
You can show up to the party on Halloween and be blood, cuz.
Right.
They say you can be anything you want to be.
You can be blood, cuz. You seen blood, cuz?
Wow. Nah. Well, yeah.
Do your Googles.
Yeah. Blood, cuz. Yeah. So yeah, that concludes my BS because that's just ridiculous.
Wow.
I still got BS.
Okay.
What you got BS?
I call BS on like every sport that's not football.
Okay.
Why?
Because what the fuck, basketball? Nobody gives a fuck about your preseason. WNBA finals just happened. Who knew that? Who knew that?
I never knew there was a preseason for basketball. It makes perfect
That's
sense.
why I call BS on it. We don't need it. Get the fuck out of here. It's football season.
I always knew that there was.
It's the World Series. It's the World Series right now.
Is it really?
Oh, and it's not the World Series right now,
right.
but it's right before the World Series.
The Mets and like the Astros and okay.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? And it's not like there's no Yankees, Red Sox, like Cardinals got knocked out. Like none of the big name teams that people traditionally like to see are in it. It's like the Cubs, who everybody is waiting to just fuck up and just choke their way out because that's what they do. You know, they have like the curse. Now the Red Sox broke their curse. The guy that helped the Red Sox break their curse is with the Cubs right now. So obviously, if the Cubs win the World Series, he never has to pay for anything ever again in life, and that's fine. That's like the only story I want to hear from any other sport right now because nobody is acknowledging that Maya Moore is like LeBron James of women's basketball, and she has like 3 rings in her first 5 years, Rookie of the Year, MVP. Like the accolades is ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous, and nobody even knew it or
they don't
cared.
get the credit.
And so I call BS on every other sport for not doing what the fuck they should be doing.
Okay,
for
man.
it to be a big deal, and it's up here advertising the weak ass Eagles against the weak ass Giants, and then nobody gives a fuck who's gonna win that division. And I call BS again. Hold on, no, because I call BS.
You gotta get it out.
Right.
This is something that has always pissed me off. Okay, ever since they did a realignment of divisions, why the fuck are the Cowboys in the NFC East? The last time I looked at a map of my country, that's in Texas. What the fuck are you doing in the East? Why is you grouped with the East? That doesn't make sense.
Maybe they have like an imaginary like a diagonal line or something.
So we're just ignoring every other one that's also located somewhere else. It just doesn't make sense.
What about what are the teams like? What are
the other teams?
like
there?
Atlanta? Like what a team in
South
team in Georgia? South.
Yes, Atlanta is South.
What about the Saints?
The Saints are, I know this, South as well, actually.
That's weird. So what about what's up top?
In the North Carolina Panthers, that's South.
East, right?
But it's South.
Oh, that's.
But it's more East than the damn Cowboys, right?
Yeah, because that's considered East.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, so all those teams you just named, they're all South, except for the Cowboys are East. So I call BS on that.
There's no one else that you would say doesn't belong in the East category?
Look, the rest of the East is the Giants, the New York Giants.
People that are actually on the East Coast.
Like the Washington, D.C. Redskins.
Right.
You know, what's the other one? The Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So it makes, I get it. I get it. But the Cowboys, they only left the Cowboys there because the rivalries, like centuries old, they always say it like that.
Were the Cowboys always in Texas?
Yes.
Okay. Like teams move.
Okay, Ty.
No,
they're not.
Like.
Were the Yankees always in New York?
Right. Some teams
really?
move.
Wait, was he really? We're gonna ask that question.
I know that they weren't, but I'm saying. I know that they
you
weren't.
would have a case though because the Lakers weren't always in LA.
See, there's teams that move. The Sonics.
Then why would you say that?
Hey, I know.
Why would you say that?
I apologize.
I don't know why.
Because I'm trying to make a point that teams move. Okay, don't look at me like I'm retarded.
That's because you're disrespectful and you're gonna bring up the Sonics.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Who don't exist right now.
I apologize. You got it all off your heart though.
Call BS on what you just said.
Hey, I'll take that.
You guys are funny.
I'll take that.
All right. Well, we got it all off our chest. Yeah, I feel good.
I feel good.
A little relief.
Yeah, okay.
I might get some fresh air after this.
Okay.
put Muggy in here anyway.
Okay. So the next thing, winning or nos, where we have a little list to discuss who's winning or not. So the first one up is the Muppets. Are the Muppets winning or not?
The Muppets are winning.
It's just that simple. There's no. It's like, I guess they're winning. You just guess they're winning.
Yeah.
You guess the Muppets are winning. You know how old the Muppets are?
They're hella old.
They're older than you.
They got a new show out.
Yep.
Not for children.
Yeah.
It's not for children.
Not for children.
Don't let your babies watch it.
It's actually real. It's real. It's a lot of mess.
I would, yeah.
There's drama.
That's why I would. You got the ex-girlfriend that was like, and you got the new like little joint that's about to
Kids
do something.
endure enough mess just with the TV that's already
I
out
would
there.
let my kids watch that and Love and Hip Hop.
Whoa. Why?
Because they didn't know what foolishness looks like.
I mean that, yeah, right. To know to do better.
Yes.
Most people don't learn to do better from Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, my kids will.
But if you raise them up, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
if you raise them up,
yeah.
the ones that don't know better, that are old enough to know better.
We're gonna watch it together. I'm gonna press pause.
All right, now see
so
here.
If you ever
see, now this is where Tierra Marie fucked up. You know? Princess got the whole game fucked up. Soulja Boy's a fuck nigga. Say it with me now. Fuck nigga.
Say it
but can they say it? They can say it with you.
Say it with me.
Are they allowed to say it outside of your presence?
Yes.
When you just see those behaviors displayed around you, you get to call it out as like a 3, 4, 5-year-old.
Yes, because
child.
if a 5-year-old knows better, then you should know better.
Hey,
I understand the
point.
methods that you're.
So, yes,
you know, so I guess if we raise more children, that
now if I eat one of their like pieces of cheese out their Lunchable and they call me a fuck nigga, then we have issues.
If they use it,
it's like, oh, you lucky you had a Lunchable because now you don't. See what happens? See what happens? Should have just stayed your ass quiet like Princess should have. Kept her ass in that apartment like Ray J had her locked up in.
Oh shit!
Wow. See, I don't know anything about these storylines.
Well, he's like, I don't know. You're different. You're changed. She's like, I just want to be outside. He's just like, bitch, stay inside.
That is not what happened.
That's pretty much what happened.
No,
he's like, you got me. I don't want you outside because you be putting my business out. And he's like, you know, stay your ass inside.
Ray J is also on the list that Soulja Boy is on.
Yes, he is.
With the fuck niggas.
Oh yeah,
I don't disagree.
Ray J's a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about that reality. Was it Love and Hip Hop?
Yes.
I know we talked about it on the last episode, but I feel like
it's still in your heart.
It's because now that I watched the new episode, so like I'm up to date on a new episode, which I declared that I wouldn't even watch. It was on again. Emmanuel Button I forgot about Emmanuel Button, so I just left it going and I was into it and I wanted to know more about what was going to happen between Miles and Milan, and I wanted to know what the fate of Willie and his stripper wife, his ex stripper wife would be. I want to know if he's going to be able to provide for his family and get her to feel comfortable in this new life and new situation, and I have to go back to the pole. I want to know.
Stay off the pole.
He wants her to stay off the pole, and she wants to provide for her family. And she's like, I am willing to get back on that pole.
He said, but you can do anything. Bitch, go back groceries or something.
Exactly. She doesn't want to have a regular job.
These two people are married?
They're married.
Okay.
Yes. Willie is...
They're married with children.
Yeah.
No.
You remember Day 26, right?
Shout out to Al Bundy.
No.
Willie from Day 26, the sexy one.
Oh,
he was
he's
like
on
the
there?
sexiest one.
Oh, yeah, he was.
But he
was like the sexiest.
He was the sexiest.
Like
he
totes
really
sexy.
No, he was.
And he had his little boy come on this show, I remember. So now he's a big boy.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they have 2 kids together.
He's still with his wife?
They're still together.
That's dope.
She was a stripper though.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he told her, like, when I guess they're from Chicago, and he got her to stop stripping, and like I guess it took a lot. It sounded, the way he was describing it was like, you know, she made this sacrifice, you know, so it's like we get a lot of money from her stripping, but I don't want her out there doing these things. So he was like, look, I would rather work harder. We would take this L. If we have to struggle for a little bit, like, I don't want you to do that. And so he's like, now you're really not going to do it.
Right.
She's like, they moved out there on their savings apparently. And now the money is like dwindling and she's panicking. And she's like, I need you to do something because I can do something. If you can't do it, I'll do it.
Right.
So now I'm like, I just want to watch now. This is ridiculous.
That tells you what she thinks about herself, though.
Yeah.
Because she clearly thinks she's the shit. Like, we're just going to be in this new city. Like, she must have been an amazing stripper. Like, her stripper resume could get her a job anywhere at any time. It's the way she presents herself.
I mean, maybe it's true.
Quite possibly.
Willie's right. She didn't look busted clothes.
Busted clothes. I like that.
Busted clothes.
I see. What did you say?
That's hella funny.
Busting the clothes.
Wait, hold on. The Muppets
clothes.
Are the Muppets winning?
That was
because you said they're winning. The Muppets have won.
They're winning.
The Muppets, the Muppets are winning.
They single-handedly destroyed Barney. I stand by that. Like, the Muppets, like, it's like nowadays, like, kids will watch old things like Kermit doing the news or like.
Oh, that whole meme game, the whole like sipping my tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, so Kermit is out there. He's like the #1 guy.
He got a new.
They always been popular though. Just
they always
for
been,
some reason, they always have been relevant. Kermit and Piggy, Miss Piggy, always been relevant for some reason.
Look, Waka,
just in the
Fozzie
background.
Bear. That's where that's from. Fozzie, he's a Muppet.
Are you talking about Waka Flocka?
Yeah. Because he would go waka waka waka, and that's like I guess that's really where the name's from.
Waka Flocka Flame.
Yeah, that's from Fozzie Bear.
Oh, okay.
So he's named after a Muppet essentially.
See, so apparently the fact that the Muppets can stay relevant when there's no Muppets haven't been on TV in a long
Does
time.
Barney exist still?
He does.
I don't think so.
I think he's on like Sprout or something like
Barney,
running around.
Like new episodes?
Oh, I don't know.
Barney-
But reruns. They don't play Muppet reruns, do they?
I have no idea.
Sesame Street. I see
They
that.
don't have to. That's the whole thing.
That's why they're winning.
They
Right.
won.
They've stayed relevant.
There's nothing else they can do but lose. Like, they're already at the top. Like, you won, and you got new shit, and you won. So there you go.
I want to see the ratings for that show because nobody's been talking about it actually since it was like the big thing on social media. Like, I haven't seen anyone else talk about it since then.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay. So the Muppets are winning.
Wait, what do you think?
I think they're winning.
Just because of everything.
Everything y'all said, you know, they got a long standing.
They got a long standing.
They got a long, like you said.
So
there's
how
nowhere to go.
long is it?
You know what?
Long enough.
Long and standing.
It's long enough.
Long standing.
Okay, so the Dollar Tree, winning or not?
Dollar Tree wins.
See, I'm trying to figure out why this would even make the list. Just for the fact that there's only one time in my personal life where the Dollar Tree has lost. And that was when it burned down downtown.
It wasn't a Dollar Tree though. It was a dollar store.
It was a dollar store, but I group everything as Dollar Tree.
When dollar stores lose is when it's not actually a dollar.
It's when it's not. Yeah.
The Dollar Tree wins
True.
because it's everything is a dollar.
Everything's a dollar.
Dollar Tree has hidden things that are less than $1.
That's true, but I would rather find out at the register it was less than $1 than find out it's $1.50.
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
$1.60.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's like a hidden treasure. You look at your receipt and be like, oh man, it was only 50 cents.
true. That's what happened.
Why do they have the ads when everything's $1 or less?
I
Like, they
wonder.
have ads.
They really do.
You can order stuff off of DollarTree.com in bulk. Like,
Can you?
yes, you can.
Huh, I did
Like, if
not
you're
know
having a
that.
party, they can send you like 1,000 streamers.
It's
I did.
There's a
know
limit.
that.
Like, you can't order
Should
5. You
should
have
we
to
go
order
to
like
cash and carry for the steaks or Dollar Tree? Dollar Tree's winning. The Dollar Tree is life.
Dollar Tree.
That's because it's the tree.
The Dollar
The
Tree,
tree
is
of
live.
life.
the tree of life.
The Dollar Tree of life.
You can get everything from frozen goods to dishes
You can get
to
nothing.
party supplies.
You can
be
take care of your
creative.
child. They got diapers. They got onesies.
They
They
got
got socks.
they got bottles.
bottles.
pregnancy tests, ovulation tests, marijuana testing tests.
Yep.
Hemorrhoid creams.
They got medicines that galore. You can get your
They got
vitamins there.
Vitamins.
They got
Yeah.
like bike pumps, cell phone chargers, cell phone cases,
You can change your oil. You can buy the oil there.
dry erase boards,
Wash your car fluid.
yeah.
Everything that you need.
Air
toys,
fresheners.
Bibles, books. I buy a Craig David CD from the Dollar Tree. I kid you not.
And we buy Sister too from the Dollar Tree. At like
Really?
one seasons of episodes.
Interesting.
It's super winning all around
It wins.
I would have bought
the world.
Yeah, it wins.
So there's so much win so far. 2 for 2 on the wins.
Do you guys have a winning or no?
I do.
What's that?
I mean, I was gonna let Talia go.
Go ahead.
You don't, or you just don't have it now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking if I want to
Go
use
ahead.
it or not.
Go ahead. Okay, my winning or not? It's Hillary Clinton.
I like Hillary. I really do.
What's the deal with all the email thing? I just keep hearing there's a lot of emails.
She was apparently. We're tired of hearing about the email stuff.
I never heard about it.
But apparently, she was using like a personal email and a personal like server at her home for work emails, where she should have been using like a government email that they provided for her. She was using this personal email, and she says, "Well, I wasn't like there was no confidential, there was no like secret,
sensitive information.
No sensitive information was being stored on this device." Wooty whoop. And so then they were trying to do this investigation, and she wasn't willing to like give them all of what they needed, and there was this whole thing about
she was supposed to be using. She was using the Hotmail. She should have been using the Gmail.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. So she wasn't. She was wrong, and she admitted to like being wrong. And I guess they did actually find some sensitive information on there that she claimed wasn't there.
So she was wrong.
And I guess they had someone like go through and like wipes or
there was
clean up.
Information?
I heard there was some sensitive information.
Whether maybe there was or not, they got rid of it.
And she felt. I think maybe she felt like it wasn't sensitive information, but when they went through it, they were like, "Okay, well,
maybe a little bit.
This could be seen.
Yeah,
sensitive.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But the thing is, they said it wasn't illegal, and they're trying to make this a whole scandal and
right. And at the Democratic debate, when Bernie Sanders was like,
enough,
we're tired of hearing about this, dog. Like, she's like, yeah, it's just politics. That's what it is. They're trying to use it to, so
let's get down to the real issues.
Right, exactly.
So basically, what it sounds like is she's not winning.
She was whipping and nailing. Wasn't that her?
She did one of them dances.
She was like,
she was definitely not doing it very well. So there's a nod for that.
There's a nod for that.
Yeah, I've had a nod of that. Okay. So no more emails. No more. I'm almost tired of seeing her face. It's not because she's a woman either. It's not because she's not a very attractive woman either. It's just like. She just looks so damn fake to me. Like, I know people get on politicians all the time about lying, but it's like, how is your last name still Clinton?
What do you mean?
I would have divorced that nigga in like less than like the 5 heartbeats.
You don't stand for that cheating.
It's been like 20 years.
It's cheating and lying. The coldest about
all of it.
I hate the fact that people do something like that.
It's the president.
You lied. You did it. You lied, and then you got caught, and you got found out that you were actually lying. That's what makes it the worst. It's different if you lied. You were like with some man, and the man was cheating, but you never found out. Like you felt it in your spirit, but you never found out concretely that he did it.
But I feel like you can see it in her face, like. That nigga, his dick in that bitch's mouth. Every time, like, she's just waving with that fake ass, like, smile, it just looks like, why is my last name still? I should go on with a hyphen or go with my mother's maiden name or some shit. Like, it's just how? And then you want to stay into this thing where you have to be so PC all the time, obviously, because it's political. So it's like, you can't even really speak on shit the way you probably would want to. And then you've been groomed to, like, live this life already. When he was running for shit, you had to be a particular kind of way so he could be like the first lady, and now you're trying to be the president, and it's just like
there's more.
She needs to go play tennis and get her groove back.
She's the Secretary of State, right?
Yeah,
and I mean, I think she got enough background.
She's capable. She's definitely capable of being the president.
Yeah.
Unlike T.I.
Unlike
what he claims.
I'm just saying she shouldn't do that to herself. She just shouldn't.
Maybe she felt like she could do it better. Like, she was like, look, my husband was in there for him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why is he still your husband?
That's between them.
She's like, look, right.
But the smile just shows that she just don't fuck with him. Like, look like this. Bill Clinton's still getting his dick wet. Her shit's probably just closed now. She's a Barbie doll.
I don't feel like that. I feel like she's
not fucking Bill.
Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's out there with somebody else.
Yeah, it could be. But
maybe they have like an agreement with one another. Like, look, okay, you do you, and I'm gonna do me.
But it's not always about sex, though. Where's the love? I feel like she deserves love. We all deserve love.
It could very well that they fell
and
out
I don't know
a long time ago.
And she's Annalise Keating.
Because look, if we ain't shit, I feel like if me and my girl are homeless and you cheat on me, well, fuck you anyway, bitch. But you know what? You're still my bitch. Just don't do it again. We're homeless. We don't got shit. I can't lose you. But you're the president, and you going like in front of the whole country and the world, literally. You're gonna just be out here like smoking weed and fucking bitches.
Maybe this was her plan all along to get to the presidency, and the Clinton name helped her get there. Could be, or she felt that could have carried her, helped her get to the presidency, and
then she don't need to be my
just
president.
The name.
Not
the scandal.
Helped.
I thought you meant like maybe
she wants sympathy votes. Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe those years ago when that happened, like
so now she can get sympathy votes.
Well, I
don't think
I
don't want her to be the president. I want her to go sit the fuck down and chill. I want her to actually enjoy her life. Like, don't take no job doing shit. Just don't do shit.
Just don't.
Some people don't enjoy not doing anything.
Very
okay,
true.
but that's not what I mean. I just mean don't do none of this political shit. Like, go.
But that's what she wants,
right?
Okay, then go be an intern somewhere. Don't be the fucking president.
Why settle for less when you can be the fucking president?
Because you don't need to be the president.
She wants to be the president.
Well, she don't need to be the president. You don't always get like what you need or what you want, but you need to do what's best for you. And what's best for her.
That's based on your look.
Let her try.
Look at her. Do a Google. Look at any picture of her waving or smiling. She just look like she's trying to find something. And maybe she's just not in the right field. It's like if you're like working at the DMV every day, I'm sure you feel like you have moments where you're happy. You have moments where you're like, I like helping people. Yeah. But then there's like those times where it's like, this is not the medium for me to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
like,
maybe
this is not for her.
This will help her to find that. You know, maybe if she gets elected those 4 years, maybe she won't run.
No, her ass will run again. You know it. And she'll win again,
in those
too.
4 years, she'll find her passion and then she'll thank you. She'll
thank Irvin.
She gotta wait 10 years to be happy.
Nah, she's not gonna run again. She's
gonna run again.
Do her 4 years.
No, she has to run again because she has to be Bill. Like she has to
be Bill.
To be like to feel worth. She has
he
to
didn't
be
even
like.
Make it.
She has to feel like she has to have like written evidence to be like I did better than you. So when she gets in, she's gonna do all like I hope she gets in if that's what she wants to do. But what the fuck? She's winning. She's not winning.
Would you vote for Hillary Clinton?
I don't vote at all.
Okay. Oh, are you even a registered voter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I am too.
I don't know. I haven't been like as involved as I'd like to be in all of this.
Everybody's just too full of shit.
I feel like
politics.
But
I feel like it's too full of shit.
I feel like actually this election with all this ignorance is allowing people to be not as much full of shit.
But and then they're still
like
full of shit.
They're talking out the side of their necks, like they're saying whatever it is that they please.
Trump. Oh,
right.
Mr. Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean like.
So how long did Bill Clinton have?
It doesn't matter.
I want to know because if you're talking about she got to make it to a certain mark,
she's not gonna. Yeah, but she's not gonna like quit. She has to have 2 terms because it has to be enough to be like Because plus you gotta remember she's a woman, so it's like 1 term. See, he's like, well, I could have finished my term, you know.
If I wasn't trifling.
Yeah, like you know, like I could have finished. So she has to have 2. Like it doesn't matter how long he was president. She has to do it for a time longer than he like could have ever done it.
Okay.
And what the fuck is he even doing these days?
He's chilling. He got grandbabies.
That's what she needs to be doing, is what I'm saying.
He already did that. He lived that life. He was at home while the debate was on. So
he's been the president. He been the president.
That's what
now he can go and sit somewhere and chill.
He got a black
he was
card.
Like supporting my baby from home.
He ain't gonna ever call that woman his baby.
Whatever. He said something like
he's just gonna be like my wife.
I don't think he said that.
She just holds a title. She doesn't hold any kind of emotion in that man's heart.
All right, so did Hillary Clinton, is she winning or not?
No.
I say she's winning.
She's not winning.
She's winning.
She's not winning at all.
I don't know.
She's not winning.
You're on the fence.
I feel like, not that I'm on the fence. I just don't know. I don't have enough information. Okay.
Look at her face and tell me that she's winning. And
I think her face is kind of like, it looks like I'm not trying to be here. It's kind of like when you work customer service.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's kind of like, but like you're just thinking, like she's thinking shit like, oh.
When you're running for the president, for president, you have to do all these interviews,
stuff that you don't want to do.
Stuff you don't want to do, so that could show in her face.
But you gotta do it though.
But
so
exactly, it's like if you have a music career or you're an actor or something, like you really just want to make music and you really just want to perform.
Interviews, you got really TV appearances. all
and so
this shit.
the goal is to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
The change that she wants, the things that she wants to improve, or whatever it is that she is setting out to do. Like, that's what she really wants to do. But all this other stuff is standing in her way.
To get there, she got to go through all this bullshit.
Right. So that's why she looked that way.
Everybody got that, but she's always looked like that. Maybe because she always knew she was gonna run.
Well, maybe that's just her resting bitch face.
No, but it's not like it's not a bitch face. It's like a help me before I slip my wrist.
Face.
Help me before I slip my wrist.
That's what it looks like.
Oh my God.
It looks horrible. Like, sit down and eat some gummy worms, bitch. Like, chill out.
Apparently, okay, look, since we decided I decided I don't know about Hillary. You said she's winning, excuse me. And then you said that she's not.
Alright.
Yeah.
Did you have another one?
No, I don't have another one. So...
Okay, I had one though.
Okay.
I just found out today that Kirk Franklin is coming out with an album in like the next few days. And it's called Losing My Religion.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody post some stuff on. I don't know. I think it was a quote or something. I think it was a quote.
I read the quote and I couldn't find the reference.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
It seems like it said something like, and I read all of his tweets and I was like,
it was a picture of him with a quote above it. So you know how people try to make it seem
right. It said something like Kirk Franklin says that Jesus is as fake as the Easter Bunny.
What?
It's something like that, and I don't. Wow. He did not say that. I don't believe that he said that. But what he is saying is that he's tired of all of this extra that you do
just
in the
missing
church.
The point.
Right. People, he was like, there's a difference between like having a relationship with God and like just going and showing up to church and just, you know, kind of being a part of what goes on in the church and not actually like being real about what it is that you're called to do and what it is that like, God wants from you.
The thing that no one says is like, that changes a lot is if you are a member of a church. A lot of people are just visitors that visit every single Sunday, but they never actually become a member.
And that was me.
So if you're a member to a church, and a good church too at that, and you guys hold each other accountable for things, and you're like out there doing for the community, you don't have that stupid like he said, she said, you was out on Saturday night mentality like that. That's kind of like run rampant and like, especially the Christian, you know.
Yeah. He was saying the preacher is not God. And a lot of people hold so firm to like what their pastors are saying to them. And they don't actually know the word. They don't actually like read their Bibles and actually take, you just take the word.
A lot of, they are out there.
So he's like being radical, which I guess he always kind of has been, right? The music that he made, he was talking about like, having a revolution, you know. He was out there doing music that nobody else was doing at the time. It makes
you really wonder what porn was he watching.
Oh
my God. Okay.
Like, if he was that extreme, what kind of stuff he was watching when he was trying to get off?
Oh my goodness. He said that God is telling him that this is the route that he needs to take.
I wonder if he spoke in tongues when he busted in that.
Oh my God! Stop! Please stop.
Wow. All right, moving along.
I wonder, like, that like post-masturbatory shame must have been real.
Moving along.
Like, you already felt bad enough. How are you just moving away? We didn't even discuss if he was winning or not.
I feel like the idea that he has is winning. Moving away from it sounds like he's just, you know, being spiritual, like being fully connected and not just following rules and listening to people and not like seeking God on your own.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Yeah, I think it's respectable. I want to hear what the music sounds like.
I don't feel like he's winning because that's not even an original thought.
It isn't, but for someone that is like in the position that he's in,
has that platform,
right, and is really connected to like the gospel community.
Right.
He said he said something like that. Gospel singers are so concerned now about like record sales and not about the work. Like you're not concerned about like the people that you're delivering these messages to.
Well,
like,
look,
it's more about
I understand the people that
making money.
It is. That's my job. It's different if you're at church and you're like, I just put something together for you as a member of this church. You know, hey,
but they're saying
brother so-and-so,
you're
get
not
on
living
drums.
that life though either. So you're ministering through song, but you're not living like you're not. It's like it's different if you're on this journey, but it's like you're not actively on your journey.
Right.
I hear what you're saying.
Just here to make money.
Yeah.
Just using this platform to make money.
You can call it a platform. Maybe it's still my belief. Like if I were to make gospel music and fuck bitches, like I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a minister. I'm just making music that are the guidelines of the life I'm supposed to be living. I don't necessarily have to live that life.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
But I am doing one thing, which
But is it right?
What's your definition of right and mine may be different.
That's true.
And that's the whole thing about the pastors and preachers interpretations of the Bible. Right. It's like, however you read that doesn't necessarily mean I would get the same conclusion that you had.
But then that's the problem with just taking the word of that pastor.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why I agree with that. Because I like people say, like, do unto others, and I always say, okay. So, like, I mean, or like turn the other cheek and things like that. I'm like, just like, you can say you can return the other cheek, and you could just mean like perceive that to mean like don't snitch, like turn a blind eye, basically. I turn the other cheek. Like this cheek saw, but this one didn't. Right. Like however you decide you want to determine and perceive that, it can mean something different.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna say that Kirk Franklin is winning.
I'm gonna say no. He's
I relevant. Respect the idea. I don't know if he's winning though.
He just wants to be relevant, and that's okay.
And he's probably using it for record sales, right?
Probably.
Well,
I'm gonna be radical, and people are gonna be drawn to this message, and therefore, but it doesn't mean that people aren't still saved by it. Right. It doesn't mean that people.
That's what I said.
It's not like. It can help people,
but it ain't right to like have you this roundabout way to do that.
Right. Okay.
The concept is winning, but
yeah. Okay, so this part of the podcast, we're gonna do your Googles.
Do your Googles.
Do your Googles.
Yes, and I have been allowed, and this honor has been bestowed upon me. To think of something random and halfway Google it this week. And
what'd you come up with?
Well, bless us with it.
I have to take you back to another time.
All right, let's get ready for this ride.
Right. It was a dark and stormy night. Probably like a fortnight ago, if that's accurate. I'm not sure. But I was chilling with my girlfriend on the couch, and she said to me, how come your penis goes like... And I'm not going to tell you what she said, but it just... How come it goes like this? And I'm like... I don't have an answer for you outside the fact that it just does. And I'm like... And so we kind of went through our history with penises. What's the plural for penis?
Peni.
Really?
It doesn't sound right, but...
No, but I mean, like, it sounds right, but is it right?
I don't know. Penises sounds wrong.
So. Penises does sound wrong.
It sounds hella wrong.
I think we're very educated. Peni.
Okay.
Peni. Yes.
Like cacti.
Yes.
Yeah,
See? That's how you decide. We just
either way, okay. We're going through dick history. And... You know, and we might have stumbled upon some pictures on the web, and we were just comparing penises to mine, I guess.
Wow.
And interesting.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
And apparently I'm winning in penis land. Oh. Like, some of these issues that some of these people are having with their dicks, God bless them. Like, they're like some of the guys that like, I have a good size, but it does some weird shit, so I'm kind of insecure about it. I don't have that problem.
You don't have that problem.
So
I'm glad that you don't have that problem.
Thank you. I appreciate your gladness.
Yeah.
So, so today's do your Google is how come my penis? So
what did Google turn up with?
There's some tame stuff in here, and then there's some not so tame, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first thing is how come my penis is so thin?
That's a sad question.
Non-girth having, not touching no walls ass nigga.
That is a sad question.
Not touching no wall ass nigga.
It's like putting your hand in the hallway.
Oh my gosh!
Thin ass dick having niggas apparently.
Maybe they know how to wiggle it right.
See, it wasn't even like
maybe you can slap it around side to side or something like.
I thought you had to like move your whole body.
You hit walls that way.
You hit a wall. Like,
wow.
Individual wall.
Wow.
So it's like, why is it so thin? So And it's the thing that's crazy, but it's not like, why is it thin or why isn't it so thick? It's why is it so thin? That's how it's said. Okay. Why is it so thin?
Yeah.
And there's also probably young people. How come my penis is erect in the morning? Morning
wet
wood.
dreams?
They don't know about morning wood. That's
right.
all.
Yeah.
Wake up with a stiffy. That's good stuff right there.
I think that's very normal, right?
Yeah. It's like one of the most normal things that I saw on the list. It's probably the most normal thing.
So it's like, what are the rest of them? Right. Oh my gosh.
Now, here's my favorite one. How come my penis is small when I have big feet?
Somebody told you these are the qualifications for
think about the
a
person.
Big penis.
That's how you measure it, right?
Think about the person. The person is just like, oh yeah, dog, I wear size 13. I'm just waiting for my dick to grow, like, you know.
Oh.
So you just waiting. Your dick don't grow, like no bigger than what you thought it would.
That's so sad.
So
that's hella sad.
Think about that.
So your dick, they say your dick's supposed to be equivalent to the size of your foot.
That can't be accurate.
I mean, only you out of the three of us could know if it's accurate.
Well,
have you ever measured?
Have you ever?
You can do a simple eye test on that shit. You seen a nigga wearing 20 size 22?
I know Shaq has like that
nigga's wearing like size 34s and shit. He wears his jersey number on his foot.
But just imagine if it doesn't. But imagine if it's not like proportionate. Like it should. It seems like it should be.
That's like giving birth to a baby and it's Shaq's dick. Like that's not. That's not right. Like it's just not.
But in terms of like dick proportion.
Dick proportion?
Like it's not equal to the size of your foot. It's like there's an equation that you can use to like figure out what the proportion.
You have to know what X is.
Like
you gotta know it.
It's like foot size plus like I don't know, shaft X. I don't know. Equals like the penis size, like X, like
length equals
length times width times height.
One trying to figure out area.
Something. What's the circumference? You gotta have girth.
How do you find out without measuring them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You just eyeball it. That's sad.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone was disappointed.
No, this one you want to talk about disappointment. How come my penis has gotten smaller?
Wow. What are the circumstances in which that can happen?
Well, there are several actually.
Besides, like when it's cold, like
right,
you have like shrinkage from being cold.
Well, one is if you gain weight.
No,
it disappears.
It starts to kind of like
holy shit,
like. It starts to like hide, like go
it's like
into hiding.
It like prairie dogs.
Oh wow!
If you gain that kind of weight, like a substantial amount of weight.
I just watched this thing and the man was like, he was like 500 pounds. Hey, but his scrotum was like 132 pounds.
Wait, when you're 500 pounds, when you're 500 pounds, we don't say 500 pounds. You're a quarter of a ton.
I was about to say.
We don't use like. Because you don't use normal people measurements for big motherfuckers like that.
His scrotum was 132 pounds.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
So what happened to his penis, I wonder?
He was jacking off too much.
What?
Maybe he put too much.
He had a condition. He had to get it removed, and it was this whole thing.
He had to get his dick removed?
Not the dick, but the mass in his scrotum had to be removed.
Wow.
But I just wonder, like, if you think about all that weight, like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
How does he pee?
Oh my gosh! The whole thing was crazy. He used like he couldn't even get dressed properly, so he had to wear hoodies. He wore hoodies on his feet.
Wait,
hoodies on his feet,
like a zip down sweater.
He's wearing like child.
So for his feet, his pants was hoodies.
Wait, they're like children's size hoodies.
It was
or like adult size hoodies.
An adult size hoodie he put his leg in each arm. I mean, yes.
It's so crazy that
he zipped it up, and then he put another hoodie on the scrotum.
Oh my god!
Then he would like tie it here. Yeah, and so when he went to do the surgery, actually, he asked the people, and he was like, he was concerned because I think he thought they were gonna cut his penis off. He's like, so that thing right there, that's raw. Like he was like, is that my penis or not? He was like, sir, your penis is, it can't be, if you think about like how far this is out, like your penis cannot extend that far out. So he was like, it's tucked in there. Like it's in there, but it's like in there.
It's for real high.
Like hiding in there.
That's crazy.
So maybe he had a catheter or something. I don't know.
Was like, he basically had a vagina.
But they did the surgery. It was successful. He didn't die. He was scared. He thought he was going to die. So, anyways.
Imagine, like...
His penis was in there.
With his penis that tucked away, imagine how much he pissed on himself all the time.
Would he still be able to reach it if he's that size?
No. You can't even...
He had a vagina, I'm telling you. He didn't wipe it either.
He was struggling. I think he had a catheter. You didn't have to
shake it?
That. It just goes right into the bag.
He had to... Yeah. There's no way. That's crazy.
Okay, was there another one on the list of penis issues?
Yes.
Okay, what was the... Is that the last one?
This is the last one.
Okay, what is it?
How come my penis is bent?
Oh, gosh. Not curved.
No, of course not curved. Like, most penises have a curve to it.
But bent. Like an angle.
See, and it's the thing, a flaccid penis is not... See, because there's something... There's a difference between flaccid and when you're erect.
Right.
When you're erect, you probably have a curve. There's a lot of blood and a lot of stuff. You know, there's some sort of a curve.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
we're being educated.
We're hella being educated.
Certain cases it may be more severe than others, but for it to be bent, I can't even imagine. Do you have a bent flaccid penis like that? I don't think that's possible.
That's
so
weird.
It's like a mold. It's like your penis grows into this bent mold. And like when it becomes erect, the blood's like, nope, ignore that one area, and we're gonna put all of it on this side to make it lean. I don't know.
Do the veins does the route of the veins have anything to do with it? Like maybe you have angular veins, so that when the blood starts, like, no,
I don't know. Like I don't know.
Can that be a potential theory?
I mean, if you wanted to be,
can you be born like that?
Unfortunately, hopefully not, but probably so.
Is it a result of an injury? Could it be?
It's kind of, I've been hitting the dick a lot.
What?
And it's never gotten, like, I've never even had temporary damage that made my shit bend.
Yeah, that's some unnatural
That's
stuff.
Crazy.
Like, to have, your shit should not have an acute or obtuse or 90-degree angle.
Yeah, that's not right.
There's not supposed to be levels to your dick. Like, pretty much.
Stair-stepping.
There's levels to this dick. Like, no. You thought
he was spitting game, but he was being
It's like, put it in. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished, and you have to, like, go from a different angle to get the rest in.
Oh,
wow.
Wow. You can hit, like, the back part of the right wall and, like, the front part of the left wall at the same time.
Wow.
Just angular fucking.
Wow.
Oh,
man. I wasn't ready for this conversation.
The back part of the right wall?
Like, who knew that this is where it would take us?
Sugar balls.
Like, Google takes you there.
Right.
When you do your Googles.
That's funny.
They take you there.
That's so funny.
You do your Googles, I tell you, you can get lost.
You can.
Yeah.
You can learn so much.
Absolutely.
Do your damn Googles, people. Don't Google that though. It's not
right.
There's a lot of stuff I could.
It's not worth it.
And I could have clicked on images, but
I was gonna say, who knows what was on images?
Blue waffle.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about blue waffle. That scarred me.
And I don't even know what that is.
It don't.
Look it
as
up.
A woman,
look it up.
I regretted looking that up. So Taya, don't look that up.
Taya, do your Googles.
Taya, don't do that particular
do your
Google.
Googles. Come back next week and tell us what you said.
Report back to you.
Yeah, do your Googles.
Don't do.
I probably won't do that.
All right.
Okay, well, look up One Man, One Jar.
It does make me curious, but I'm not gonna
do that one. One Man, One Jar.
No, I'm good. All right.
All right. So, coming to the end of the podcast, we're going to leave you guys with a random fact of the day. And you got a fact for us, Taya?
I do. My random fact comes from the book of
Eli.
Hey, I was going to say it first.
I was going to say Pocahontas.
What?
Oh, maybe we'll know what she says, and I don't know.
The wonderful hit maker Little John. Little John.
Apostrophe.
As we all know him and love him to be. He hasn't actually been around lately, has he?
Turned down for what?
Oh yeah, that song was pretty hot.
Hey, I think he's still played in the club on the regular.
He has hits.
This is why he'll never be on Winning or Not, because he's winning, and he was on Girls Gone Wild too. When I was
it? Oh,
he's produced a lot of really great.
He's seen a lot of white titties and nipples.
I bet.
But our random fact of the day comes from Lil Jon.
Okay.
I discovered that his middle name is Mortimer.
That sounds like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, like middle name, or like his brother's name.
His full name is Jonathan Mortimer Smith.
That does not sound
from the Book of Pocahontas.
Smith.
All right, stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke, y'all. Yes.
All right, that
I wonder what it means.
Does
Mortimer.
not fit him at all.
Like, I wonder if it's like a family name or something.
Right.
Mortimer?
Yeah, like maybe his grandpa, I don't know, great-great-grandpa Mortimer.
Like maybe Massa's name was Mortimer.
Oh, we can't keep that name, though. That's a bad one.
It could have been, right?
And Smith is the most generic, like...
Hella generic.
That last name.
John Smith.
John
fucking Smith. That's his name.
John Mortimer Smith.
That's his name, John Smith.
I would just go by, like,
Morty.
Mortimer.
Yeah, well, random fact of the day.
All right, so that concludes podcast number 3.
Hey!
That's exciting. So if you guys want to send us any letters pertaining to love, shade, or just happiness,
love and happiness,
please feel free to
make it feel right.
Oh, wrong.
Sit up under that tree tonight.
Don't get lean.
Yo, no.
Oh shit.
Okay. Where can they send that information?
To our email.
Okay.
The Come As You Are podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's a long ass word. Make sure you spelled it correctly.
Yeah.
I think it helps to capitalize the first letter of each one just to make sure that I spell it correctly.
And I think you just should know how to spell it correctly.
I'm saying though, if you missed the letter, it's hard to see that you missed it.
Well, it's not impossible, so
it's not impossible. I have faith in you guys though.
Me too.
It's like a bunch of little words put together, you know. They'll come as you are.
You just gotta break
podcast.
it up.
Okay. At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. All right,
now.
Not
Hotmail.
Yeah, let us know if we're winning or not.
Mm-hmm.
Are we winning?
I think we're
winning. So you can find me on Twitter. Actually, you can find all of us. We have a Twitter page as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hashtag Takayab.
Yes.
Takayab. Come As You Are podcast.
There you go. So we got that Twitter page. My Twitter page is Madam McHoodie. Talia, where can they find you?
My Twitter is TMClue, TMCLUE on Twitter. You can follow me there.
And you can find me on penisland.com.
No. I was like, wait, that's not right.
If you don't see me, just keep clicking.
So don't do that, guys.
Please don't listen to this,
Why
man.
are you guys just like this?
Why are we like what?
We're not about to set nobody up.
Go find my Pen Island account.
My Pen Island account.
So penisland.com. Type that in. And you'll find me there. And if you don't find me there, just do your Googles on my name and a lot of stuff will pop up. That's Irvin with a silent A. Irvin. Allen like Ray. Or Iverson.
Or Irvin like
Magic Johnson.
Yes.
Nobody knows that's his name even.
Yeah.
You can walk around and ask people like, what's Magic Johnson's real name? They'll be like,
Magic.
I know, right? That's stupid. That's dumb.
Magic.
Like,
with full confidence too. Magic. Rolling your name.
His mama didn't name him Magic.
Yes, she did.
With y'all?
He legally changed it to Magic. It don't matter what his name was before. This is what he'd like to be called now.
That's so funny.
How ridiculous.
All right.
Well, we had fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Oh, you waiting on me? Yeah, sure.
Just say bye to the people.
penisland.com, people.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Deuce.
Now we know how to measure from the from
it's
the
like
tip of your pointer
that 90
finger.
degree angle, like right there between the pointer and the thumb when you make the gun.
So if I had a penis, it would be this big?
Yeah. Is that a big
My
dick or
penis
not?
would be so little. Oh my gosh. I would be so sad. I would be insecure. I would just walk around with my index fingers tucked and my pointer fingers tucked.
She's fired off, I think. She's got the trigger just pulling on both hands. Yeah, you ain't about to see my finger length. Bitch.
No one will ever.
Ever.
No one will ever.
Ever.